I'm meaning that title so literally. Last time my computer crashed. My computer has been crashing a lot lately, and that's very concerning to me because this is a pretty new computer. It's not an old computer. I got this thing in August. So fingers crossed, and if it keeps doing that, I might have to reach out and like get the warranty on this thing checked. Cringe transition. I'm sorry my transition isn't up to standards for you, pastas. Hi everyone. No, it's not. It's not Hollow Knight because it's been crashing like randomly. Though I have a theory it might have to do with this controller I have plugged in. I am turning it off. The controller I have plugged in is not like an official controller of like Xbox or PlayStation. It's like a cheap discount controller. Sometimes when I plug it in, my PC acts like it's dying. That might have something to do with it. Good Friday, everyone. How is everyone doing? There's so many people here today. I can't even say hi to everybody individually. Which is extra funny because even Sin is here. Sin with his fancy artist badge. Sin who made the famous emotes. Our beloved emotes. Let me spam them real quick. Look at Sin's work and despair. I am glazing. Glazing for Sin. I was joking before I started streaming. I was actually joking. I was like, nobody's going to show up for my stream because Filza is live, Tobo is live, Tango is live. Who else? Who else was live? Scott is live. Jack is live. Everybody is live. But I guess watching me fail at this is like more rewarding. Oh, I'm gonna fail so hard at this, by the way, because now I haven't played in a little bit, so I forgot how the controls of the game work. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm based. Maybe I'm based. Maybe I'm based. Oh. Oh. No hit run. No hit run. Oh. Oh, what's happening right now? Wait, now I need to actually read what's happening in chat for a minute. Yo, watch streak. Yeah, everybody had an okay week at least. Apparently I do need it to get a break to be locked in. Because, like, this is going pretty okay. Okay, I immediately jinxed myself. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why would I do this to myself? We can save it. I believe in us. Let me go over here, Teal. Come over here. There we go. The week sucked, Loki. Hate to hear it. My week was pretty harsh, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a pretty harsh week for me. I'm really glad it's weekend. Everything explodes, it always does. Whoa! I've never seen them do that before. I didn't know they could do that. That was crazy, man. I'm just glad it's weekend, I'm not gonna lie. Ow. Oops, that missed. Does anybody have any exciting weekend plans? That's the real question. Let's stop talking about how much the week has sucked. And let's start talking about how great our week is going to be. Oh. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. This is where things get tricky, though, because this is where the mantis comes, and this guy, this flying guy, that's the one that fucks me up. Fuck. I should have done that earlier. Okay. Now I'm gonna... Do you think I can dream nail him? Probably not. That would be a bit too convenient. Oh, I can probably dream nail these guys though, can't I? Maybe not. Nope, definitely not. Maybe if you're better at the game than I am. Somebody who is better at the game than I am probably can. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now it's this annoying guy. He's honestly not the worst, he's just very annoying to kill. I totally missed him. Oh, that was embarrassing. There's the other one. There it is. Bruh. Bruh. Why did I ever say I was doing well? I should have known that was a lie. Now there's one more. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think after this one I'll have a hot second to heal. Just need to make sure he doesn't kill me. Okay. No, this is the big one. Okay. 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 Oh, I'm streamed in. I'm streamed in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in, so I can't really talk right now because I mean I can talk, but I can't reach chat. But remind me to tell you guys about something when I'm not dying anymore in this. Oh no, this is where it gets hard for me. Why would I do that? Why in a million years would you do that? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Not the first try. Not the first try. Yeah, I'm not too unhappy about that. Thanks. Thanks, Sin. No, I need to do another try. I'll tell you the thing. If I manage to beat if I manage to beat the trial, I'll tell you. It's called motivation, external motivation. My plan this weekend is just to stay in because it's probably gonna snow again tonight, and it's gonna be really bad. Thank you. Wow, thank you. My mom just broke. Okay, this is kind of funny actually. Hi, Jungji. This is very funny. Yeah, my mom just came in. And we've been trying. No, I don't usually, but thank you is pretty universal. And also she saw that I was streaming. We've been trying to eat healthier. And that means no more chips every night, because we used to eat chips every night, almost every night. So we're cutting down on that. And my mom just came in, and it's not a chips night. I'm not allowed. We're not opening a bag of chips on Friday. But my mom just came in, and she brought me like a little tomato and mozzarella tray, like with balsamic vinegar, for some reason. Which, like, I'll take it. That's a healthy snack. But it was just very funny because she's just like, I guess she just wanted a snack, and she just made me some. And it is delicious, but I think it's very funny. Ugh. These guys always fuck me up. Something about them. How come they get to bring shields in here, by the way? I don't get to bring a shield in here. It's messed up. It's messed up. That's favoritism. Rib. Well, prevented myself from falling into spikes only to die in a more pathetic way, but okay. And then I fell in the spikes anyway, so like, what does it matter? What does it matter? Primal aspects are like my fucking... Oh, no. No, I need to be up on the wall in this one. Primal aspects are like my fucking kryptonite. I hate those guys. Okay. Flying enemies in general, yeah. They are not good for me. I went on Reddit. I went on Reddit to look for tips for this bit, like tips for the Trial of the Fools. And somebody on Reddit was like, "Oh, you just have to like keep trying." I had to do this bit of the game 190 times. I was like, "Oh god." Not today, Satan. Okay. No, I didn't want to come to you because you already said me what you already told me what you think I should do, which is to get the other mask shards to level up. Oh god. I'm being so bad at this right now. Okay. I'm locked in. I'm so locked in right now. If you went to the Urban Dictionary and looked at a picture that said locked in, that would have a picture of me. Source, tourist me. You can! You can! Oh. This is a game changer, guys. It is a game changer if you don't suck at the game. Hey! I'm not above spending 10 years here if it works. Oh god. Okay, maybe I am. They're just like little soul blobs, I think. They were like the thing that those guys in the Soul Sanctum were doing to try and cure the infection. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I do hate this bit. I do hate this bit a lot. Okay. Bro, they don't die from one hit. Okay. Scam. Being scammed. Why did I go to that side? That was on me. How many devs did I have? 181? Okay. I'll get to 200 in no time when I'm grinding this. Who was responsible for getting all these guys to the area? Bugboy would have to answer. Bugboy is the lore expert in the room. Did I make it? Okay, now it's the ultra small part, right? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I jumped into the spikes. I don't have any health. How am I gonna survive this? I'm not gonna survive this. I don't have any health. Oh god. I got so close. Oh. Soul Warrior is a pain in the ass. You're allowed to say that here. If you want. You don't have to. Sorry, I'm eating my mozzarella and tomato. Okay. By the way, I'm still not gonna tell you the thing yet. But let me relay a little story to you right now. Because Sin reminded me of it. I told Sin this story earlier. About Bugboy's cheese eating habits. And the most iconic story I can tell you about that is that me and Bugboy, we went to London on a little trip many years ago. This is like at least more than 5 years ago. It's probably closer to like 7 or 8 years ago. We went to London, just the two of us. Little sibling trip. And we went to this place, and I very vividly recall that it was called Pasta House or something similar, which I thought was fun because it reminded me of Pizza Hut. Also, thank you for the following, Jungche. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. It's not Pasta's house, but it was called a pasta house. Bugboy, you were there, don't act surprised. It was like it was actually a very casual pasta place, but it was fancy, quote unquote, quote unquote marks, fancy, because they had like one of those waiters who has to walk around with a big block of Parmesan cheese and a grater, and he comes like table per table. He's like, "Do you want some cheese?" And you say yes or no, and if you say yes, he grates the cheese on your pasta freshly, which is very nice. But this man underestimated Bugboy's love for cheese, and I very, very vividly remember that he came to the table And he asked, like, do you want some cheese? And I said, actually, he asked it to me first. I said yes. He did it. He says, like, oh, say stop. So he starts grating. I get some cheese. I say stop, thank you. That's enough. Then he asks Bug Boy, do you want some cheese? And Bug Boy says yes, because Bug Boy is a cheese enjoyer. And this man is like, yeah, say stop when you've had enough cheese. And he starts grating. He starts grating the Parmesan. And I was like sitting on the other side of the table, so I could see the waiter's face. And I could see it like, at first he was smiling. And then it slowly morphed into that expression that was kind of like resigned. Not really annoyance, but just like, oh, it's one of those guys. It's like one of those people who really likes cheese. And he just kept going, but he kind of had that facial expression like, okay, yeah, like I've been here before. But then Bug Boy still didn't say stop. And I saw the waiter's face morph even further and just be like, what? And he started like grating slower as if he was uncertain about what he was doing. Like he kept grating the cheese, but he was grating the cheese slower and slower while looking a little bit confused. And at one point he made eye contact with me. As if, and like looked a little bit confused and uncertain, as if I was supposed to step in and tell him to stop. It was very funny. And then Bug Boy eventually said stop. And the waiter did not come by our table again, which was extra funny, because all the other tables, the waiter would come by again to check if you wanted like a cheese refill. You wanted some extra cheese. He did not come by our table again. He just was like, yeah, these guys have had enough. That's enough cheese for one table. Which was very sad of me for me, because that means that I was actually not able to get any more cheese. Okay, I need to lock in. I need to lock in. I'm not locking in right now. It's like getting cut off at the bar, but worse. I guess it's debatable if it's worse. I definitely felt more shameful. The flying ones are like, oh god, I forgot about my tactic, my little trick. It's not a trick, somebody else on Reddit also advised. Somebody else on the Reddit was also like, hey, when they all start doing that thing, other explodey ones come out, you just need to like get in a corner. I have not... If ABS stands for Absolute Radiance, I will have you know I have not fought that yet, and I'm terrified. I've defeated the normal Radiance, and that felt like an achievement. Do you know there's people on YouTube who have done hitless runs of this? Bug Boy probably has done this hitless. God damn it, he still hit me. How is that allowed? Oh, I don't know why it has stopped moving there. I was like entranced by the graphics. It's like I've forgotten how to play video games. It's like I forgot how to play video games for some reason. I'm scared now. What have you done, Hitless? You officially get your bragging rights now. What have you done, Hitless? Like any specific boss or something? You've done all the bosses, Hitless? Okay. Well, this is good for me. This can activate the sibling rivalry in my heart. Because if Bugboy can do that, I should be able to do it. I can't suck worse at this game than Bugboy. I absolutely do. I don't know why I'm saying that. I absolutely already do. Meow. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. RJ is actually bringing this stream to a grinding halt because I do not have any drink with me. So now you're gonna have to look at this at this screen while I get something to drink. Well done. Everybody say thank you, RJ. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna have to save more points for that. Why ow? Because I walked into something. What is NYK even? I don't even know what it is. My mom put a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, no need to kneel. Nice. We put a bunch of stuff in here to clear out a different room that we needed to clean in, and that means that there's now a bunch of shit in here for some reason. And I hurt my little toe when I walked in. Woe is me, woe is me. Okay, now it's time for the yeah. Do I want what? Okay. To write? I mean, not. I mean, if somebody uses it, I will. I never actually mind. Sometimes I will playfully act like I'm inconvenienced when people redeem that during a stream. But I don't actually mind. I wouldn't have made it a reward if I minded. I'm still thinking of extra rewards to add. I think I would like to have even more streamer uh book what's it called? Red books? What did I call the channel points again? Red books. I think I want even more red book rewards for people. Just need to come up with some more. Oh, I don't mind. Okay. So if somebody uses the force to write option while I'm doing this, I'm gonna be honest, there is a non-zero possibility I will actually make them wait until I die again. Because I feel like I finally am like I'm kind of like in the groove. And I don't want to ruin that. And then I immediately die, of course. When I say that I immediately die, why not? Make one to pick which game you play. I mean, that would be a pretty fun reward, but I do think it would require me to like... Would it require me to make my profile public or something? So they can see what games I have? I'm not sure if that's how it works. I want to try something. What if I kill this mantis before I kill the other one? And then I don't have food to deal with. I clicked it wrong. Okay. Buy me a game to claim. Tell me how to spend my money. Make me buy a specific game. Come on. Do it without getting hit now. Once I've perfected the timing on this, though, that's gonna be See? I'm probably just gonna steal shit from other streamers, let's be real. I'm just gonna go look at what some other streamers are doing for their subscription channel points, I mean. I'm just gonna steal some of that. He turned around, that scared me. Okay, let's see if I can do this guy without getting hit. Well, I didn't get hit by him, so I guess that counts. Oh god. That didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. I don't know why I thought that would work out. The first person... Oh, no, never mind. I shouldn't be making this joke while I'm dying. Ooh. Why did I do that? I jumped into her. Please die, please die, please die. Okay. Red bugs, right? The first person who gets 1 million red bugs is allowed to just delete this channel. You never have to watch me again. What's that one meme that's like, pay me to... Pay me to shut up forever, basically. God damn it. Okay. Just survive, right? Just survive. Survived. Okay. Now it's another wave of these guys, and I remember this being quite hard, so... Okay, just like... Focus on one at a time. Focus on one at a time. No, that wasn't what I meant to do. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Final wave. Let me take advantage of this guy to heal real quick. Oh no! Why did... Since when is he allowed to do that? I feel like he didn't do that before. Bro's inventing new moves while I'm not looking. Oh god. Okay. Oh, are we gonna be into the boss fight on full health? Oh, this is not the final wave. I was wrong. I made a mistake. Okay, boss fight on full health. Boss fight on full health. Okay, somebody told me that you only have to defeat the beast and not the woman who sits on top of it, so... Let me just try and ignore her for... I forgot he does that. Okay. Oh! Oh god. Oh, but don't attack me! I thought I only had to defeat your horse. Is she done? Do I still need to beat the shit out of her? Oh no. I was so ready to start beating the crap out of this poor woman who is like mourning the death of her horse or whatever. Not horse, but you know what I mean. Yay! Yippee! Yippee! We did it, guys. We did it. Poor woman. She's just doing blood sport. Not like I didn't kill like 5 million gazillion people. Are you proud of me? A true fool keeps on fighting even when there is no more glory to be gained. Step over to a board and make your mark. Show us how foolish you truly are. He's like, hey, you can keep doing that if you want. I do not. I do not want to keep doing that. Oh god. I forgot about these guys. Totally worth it. Okay, guys, I guess that was the stream. Good night, everyone. No, I'm not actually going to bed, by the way. I'm joking. Player character is like 2 squeaks old, but also is not an actual child. Well, it's complicated, right? Because they're a creation. They're a vessel and all. It kind of feels useless to try and age the character when they're not like a human. Anywhere between 2 days and 5 million years. I forgot to change my my fucking charms. Don't do that. Nope. Other way. Thank you. Other way. Thank you. 2 squeaks seems about accurate. Gosh darn it, I don't even have my compass, so I don't even know where I am on the map. Thankfully, this location is pretty easy. But also, dear God. Nope. There you go. Where are we going next? That's a good question. Where are we going next? Well, first to Durfmouth for a hot second. Never mind, I clicked on the wrong place. Or head hair. Yeah, fringe. Fringe is the correct word. Bang. Some people call it the bangs. Them bangs. Okay. Nice. Elder book? No, you don't have anything new to say. That's okay. No, I'm not gonna show you. I want to talk about the... Oh, can I only ask her to fix the ones that I'm wearing? I don't particularly want to fix them, actually. I was just curious how much they cost. Cornifer? Back to Snork mimiing, as he should be. Okay, let me go check the dog then. Okay. Google Doc, Google Doc, Google Doc. I lost my Technoblade bracelet and I'm quite upset about it. I'm sure I can find it if I actually look for it properly. But I don't know where it is. Charms. Let's see. Charms. I don't know if I care for these random charms. 2 more mask shards, 1 more vessel fragment for max HP and soul. Flower cast plus no eyes and Shio fountain. Okay. Welcome back, Zeke. I finished. I did it. Let's look at these masks and vessel fragments. What the fuck does no eyes mean? Hi, Mom. Honestly, the boss battle, it wasn't even that hard when I wasn't panicking. Okay, no eyes is above in green path. Okay, I guess we're gonna... Okay. Can you lead me to him or tell me where he is? It is, they are... I don't know. Panic is the killer of books, it's true. Bottom right. So, like, below that bench. Oh, yeah, there's, like, a room I haven't been in yet. Okay, let's head there. Then there's Flower Quest. And if I remember, Flower Quest is actually quite difficult. So... Flower Quest, as I remember it is you have to carry something like a flower from one end to the map to another end of the map, quite far. And if you get hit even once, you lose. The flower breaks, and you have to go back and get a new flower. So it's basically like you have to make it from point A to point B without... Oh! Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Without getting hit even once. Which can be quite challenging. It would be very fun if I did it first try. I doubt I will. So you don't have to engage with enemies, I think, right? You can just run. Like, you could probably bypass a lot of enemies by just being quick, I think. But also, I don't know what areas you need to cross. And there are some areas that are quite... the enemies are very aggressive, so... I'm not sure how feasible it is to get through those without being attacked. Oh, there's a bench right... Oh, there's a bench right up here. Maybe I should go sit on it real quick. Otherwise, I have to go all the way back every time. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know that was actually a thing you could do. It is a boring option, but it's the smartest one. You can always give it a try without doing that. See how difficult it is. It should be in here. Optional boss. Ooh, Mr. Optional Boss, sir. Oh, is it the creepy statue? It's definitely the creepy statue, isn't it? Where does this go, though? Just out of curiosity. Oh no, never mind. He's in here. I don't like this room. Stone Sanctuary. The corpses don't say anything. Okay. My child, can you still see? Please don't hurt me. Can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. Can't dream if you're still breathing, little one. Precious children, you speak such loathsome things as you sleep. Your claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me? I don't want to. But okay. Okay. There they are. Do I need to hit them while they're teleporting? Oh, yeah. Oh. They're not really scary so much as just... Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say this is like not really a hard fight. But I guess that I need to watch out for those floaty things. There's probably gonna be a phase 2 and it's gonna kick my ass. Can I hit these? No, I can't. Okay. Phase 2? Phase 2? One by one, their eyes closed at last. I felt it, a warm stillness falling over us. I'm sorry I was frightened of you. You were always protecting us even when we couldn't see you. Take us there, please. A place where light cannot haunt us. A place without dreams, please. A face carved from stone. Okay. Okay. Well, I didn't get my shard, so there's still more. There's something here that I haven't found yet. Oh, bench. Oh no, never mind. Okay. I thought this was going to be way harder. Do you think, like... Do you think the implication is that they cut their eyes out because they thought it would help against the affection? Yeah, that's what I meant. It's not actually... I thought it was gonna... I thought this was a hard battle, but you can come here, like, very early on. I just missed this area. And I was just about to say, I kind of feel like the vibe is that they cut their own eyes out because they thought it would protect them from the infection. Because, you know, it's a light. They call it a light, obviously, because it's the radiance. She emits light. So I guess their logic was like, if we can't see the light of the infection, we're safe from it. Yeah, like the liquid from the abyss, which is also like what I have inside me. Okay. Back up here. But yeah, that makes sense. Like, because the infection is basically a form of light, to their understanding, I guess they hoped that cutting out their eyes would prevent them from being infected. But I thought that was going to be a hard boss fight, and I'm wrong. Flower quest. Where is that again? Was it Queen's Garden? I mean, this game is really miserable sometimes, you know? Okay, thank you. Guess I'll go back to the tram station then. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my thing. I was gonna tell you guys once I finished the trial of the fools. Here's my thing. So I got a notification today from Twitch. I think everybody who's like a creator got the notification, or who has like makes content basically. And it was like TwitchCon Rotterdam is coming up. By the way, dates for TwitchCon Rotterdam are announced: May 30 and May 31. So you can note that down in your agenda if you want to go to TwitchCon Rotterdam, TwitchCon Europe. And they were like, hey, if you want to like basically do anything at TwitchCon, like some type of content creation, not like just filming, because you're just allowed to film at TwitchCon. That's kind of part of the event. Rotterdam is in the Netherlands. Me and Bugboy, we've been going to the Netherlands. Me and Bugboy, we've been going to TwitchCon. Actually, okay, so here's an interesting story. I went to TwitchCon Amsterdam, which is the capital of Rotterdam of the Netherlands. Sorry, in 2023, which was the same summer when Technoblade died. And I bought those tickets before his death was announced. And like it was also like during the peak of the Dream SMP. So like it was like really there was like gonna be an entire Dream SMP panel, or there still was actually. There was like an entire Dream SMP panel, and like Philza was going to be there, Tommy was going to be there, Wilbur, cringe, gross. Yes. Fundy was there, Quackity was there, Tubbo was there. Like a lot of people from the Dream SMP from the Belgian side were there. George was there, but George was not, and Sapnap, but they were not going to the Dream SMP panel. They were not invited, I guess. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, it was like very big, and I bought those tickets before his Technoblade's passing was announced, and I made my entire Technoblade, my first Technoblade cosplay, the Dream SMP one, before his passing was announced. I was so excited to go. And then his passing was announced, and we were all heartbroken. And then the TwitchCon was supposed to be like, I want to say a month after, because TwitchCon was very late in the year that year. Now it's earlier. Now it's usually at the beginning of June, but that year TwitchCon was like in mid or end July. I want to say something like that. Anyways, he had been dead for like a month when they, and I remember that I was like, when his passing was announced, it obviously it was not the first thing I thought of, obviously, but I think at some point a few days after, I definitely had that thought that I was like, oh god, I invested like a lot of money to go to TwitchCon and to have this cosplay. Is this going to be weird? Is this going to be weird? And I remember talking about it actually with a bunch of rats. And almost all of them were like, hey, if you're not comfortable, then don't do it. But I don't think it's weird. Like, it's his character, and like, you can see it as a sign of respect. All that good stuff. Bye, Ash. So I still went in my cosplay. And it was I had a really good time. I went to the Dream SMP panel. Yeah. Yeah, that was the same fall, the fall of that year, because the TwitchCon Europe is always in the like spring, or in that case the summer, and TwitchCon San Diego, like the American equivalent, is always in the fall, in autumn. But yeah, so I was like, should I? And I went. It was really great. It started off really awkwardly because one of the first things that happened is I walked from the hotel to the convention hall in my full Technoblade cosplay. And here's another thing about TwitchCon. I'm getting so off track, by the way. This is the Yapper. The Yapper mode got activated. I still haven't even gotten to telling you about my thing. But sadly, this is the topic we're on now, so we started off really awkward right off the bat because I was walking from we had got a hotel that was just like a few 100 meters away from the convention hall. I got my entire cosplay on. I was walking to the TwitchCon hall. Bugboy was not with me because Bugboy back then was doing other stuff and I was with a different sibling of mine. And we were walking to the convention hall. And TwitchCon does not allow people who are under 16. So if you're 15 or younger, you are not allowed to go to TwitchCon. They are like a 16 plus event. If you're 16 or 17, you need guardian permission and like an adult present. And then 18 plus is obviously fine. But because Dream SMP was so big back then, and because the event was very Dream SMP, I wouldn't say the entire event was Dream SMP focused. Obviously not. It's TwitchCon. It's huge. There's so many streamers of so many different kinds. But like, if you were into the Dream SMP back when it was big, you know what I mean when I say like, it's definitely like very influential in the sphere, and you could tell that the entire event, like, really was very big on Minecraft YouTube and Dream SMP specifically. And because of the panel and because of the creators that were there, it was very like, oh yeah. Oh, it was a big issue. I can talk about the issues of that TwitchCon and even subsequent TwitchCons, but that one especially, because you could tell that nobody in the Netherlands knew what they were getting into in terms of like queuing. But I'll tell you, actually, we're gonna have a TwitchCon Yap now. I'm so sorry, people who are here for Hollow Knight. We're gonna have some TwitchCon Yap now, but yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. It was very Dream SMP focused, but people under 16 were not allowed in the convention hall. So, because the Dream SMP was also very popular with people who were 15 and even younger, 14, 13, what happened was there were a lot of kids of like the 12, I want to say like 12 to 15 range, who were just hanging out right outside TwitchCon. Some of them were just lurking, some just wanted to interact with people. A bunch of them were actively trying to engage with content creators. Like, there's stories from that specific TwitchCon of teenagers like trying to follow them to their hotels, figure out what hotels they were staying in, or like trying to catch them as they were leaving or entering the convention hall. But that's an entirely different thing. But there were a lot of teenagers outside who definitely knew about the Dream SMP and who like they really, really wanted to see like the content creators of the Dream SMP, but they weren't allowed inside, they weren't allowed to the meet and greet, so they were just camping. And I walked up and I was in my full Technoblade cosplay. And the first thing that happened was that there was this old lady who was in her 50s, I think, 50s or her 60s. And she was like, you're cosplaying that guy. And I'm like, oh god. Oh god, what is she gonna say? And she was like, my daughter, who is like 12, is really into him. She loves him. And she can't be here right now. She's like off doing other things. But she sent me here to... So funny. She wasn't even in TwitchCon. This woman didn't even have tickets. It was just like, my 12-year-old daughter really likes Technoblade. And she asked me to camp out here to look for cosplayers. And she was really nice, and she took a picture of me, and she was like, oh, my daughter is going to be so happy. And I was like, oh my god, that's cute. And that was immediately contrasted with my second experience, which is that I walked a little bit further and immediately passed a 15-year-old or 15 or 14-year-old who pointed at me and said, hey, you know he's dead, right? And I was just like, yeah, I know. Like, excuse you? Like, I'm aware. Is it up in the spirit? Sorry, Bug Boy. Really quick, is it up in the Spirits Glade? Yeah, it's like, I don't really know what that comment was meant to accomplish, because either I knew, obviously, because he had been dead for a month, and everybody who was vaguely into even the Minecraft YouTube sphere at that point, bottom right, thank you, would know that he had died, or I didn't know, and in that case, that person just broke, like, one of the most heartbreaking news I could think of, just, like, for no reason, to me, outside the convention hall I was about to walk into. It was really wild. But overall, it was really nice, because people were really, really nice. I got, like, I'm not usually... Chat, you notice, like, I'm not social usually. Like, I'm pretty shy. When I'm in cosplay, it's a little better because I'm not really like myself. Well, I am myself, but you know what I mean. Like, it feels different because you're cosplaying. But even while in cosplay, I tend to get no, they definitely didn't think it through. Even while in cosplay, I tend to get a little shy. Is this not bottom right? Oh, there we go. Let me rest. Wait. No? 2 bottom right? Oh. But it was really nice because I'm usually very shy. Cosplay makes it a little better, but I'm still generally more shy than not. but that was a really really nice oh yeah, I see what you mean. That was a really nice convention, and people were very nice. And I was like, a lot of strangers were like, we're really happy. We're really, really happy that you cosplayed him. Like, it's really nice to see that you've cosplayed him. I was, curiously enough, there were a bunch of Dream SMP cosplayers there, but I was the only techno cosplayer. I don't know if other people planned to cosplay him and didn't because of, what happened, or if he just wasn't very popular to cosplay. Oh, it's up here. You mean this room? Oh, there's something in here. Money. Yeah, I've seen, I've met other techno cosplayers in Belgium and at subsequent TwitchCon. So I definitely don't think maybe... It's also possible I just didn't see them, because when I tell you this TwitchCon was busy, I mean busy. Like, incredibly. We were there for 2 days. TwitchCon is so huge, you can't really begin to describe how common it would be to, like, walk up and see people and, like, not, like, just see them from a distance and then not see them through the entire rest of the convention. Which is wild, because I go to my local conventions, but I live in a small country, so my conventions are also small. And what usually happens is, like, you walk around all day and you kind of run into the same people several times, at least from a distance. If somebody is wearing a recognizable cosplay, it's very likely you've seen them. Yeah, I don't know. All the content creators were really really nice to my cosplay as well. So, like, the people I met were really nice about my cosplay. So some people just hugged me. One person hugged and they were like semi-crying, but they were really happy, which was a little awkward, but it was also very sweet. Who did I meet? Okay, so in order. First person I met was Kristen, funnily enough. So let me tell you about how badly this was organized, but let me tell you about how much what's it called? TwitchCon underestimated the Dream SMP hype. So there was, like, the panels and the meet and greets and all that kind of stuff. At the start of the first day, the content creators of the Dream SMP, for some reason, were allowed to free roam. That's normal for TwitchCon. Like, content creators, even if they are semi-famous and they have panels and stuff, sometimes they kind of, like, free roam the convention. They look at the signs or whatever. Usually it's not a problem. Dream SMP CC kind of built different. Oh, no, this was, like, post-pandemic. This was when things were back open. Though you could still wear a mount mask, and plenty of people did. Though this was technically post-pandemic. Like, after everything was cleared. This was, like, near to the end of 2023. Not end, second half, but you know what I mean. But the problem was more that, like, these guys were getting, like, mucked. How do you call that? Like, mobbed. So what happened first was I was at the artist alley. I was just walking around, and I kind of see, like, a crowd forming, and I just kind of, like, peek over. I'm like, oh, there's a crowd forming at TwitchCon. It's usually somebody famous, right? So I see a crowd forming, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what content creator that is, who I probably won't know because I don't know a lot of Twitch streamers. Wrong, it was Philza fucking Minecraft. I'm like, that's Philza fucking Minecraft. Being surrounded by a mob of mostly teenage girls. I'm gonna be so for real. Mostly teenage girls, just, like, surrounding this British man who looks. I cannot really look into his eye because I'm too far away. But I can kind of tell that maybe Philza also underestimated the Dream SMP hype, because you could kind of, and this was what I mean when I say that TwitchCon had a lot of problems, because at that moment there were no bodyguards yet for the content creators, and there was very little staff oversight. So, like, Philza was just kind of getting mobbed. But But he was taking it very well. Like, I don't want to make this sound like it was like a terrible experience. Definitely not for the fans. I don't even really think for Filza. It didn't look like he was distressed. I also didn't hear at any point afterwards that he will like recounted this as a super negative experience. So please don't take this story as like Filza was like actually having a bad time in that moment. A lot of messed up stuff happened at the several TwitchCons throughout the year. I don't think that was like his most distressing moment of 2023. But you could kind of see he was like, oh god, more people on this convention floor know me than I suspected. So people were just like, they were like asking him for photographs and asking him for autographs. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just kind of linger in the distance and wait and see if the crowd does kind of die down or something. If it does, I might try to scoot in and just get a quick autograph. Is that called autograph when they sign something? Yeah. How old was he? He's in his 30s. This is like 2.5 years ago, so he was still in his 30s then. Early 30s. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna like wait a bit. And the crowd did die down a little bit because it was so early. There were not as many people on the convention floor. And because our hotel was right around the corner, we were one of the first people one of the first people on the convention floor. So so it was really quiet. It was only like, I want to say 10 or 10:30 a.m. So after a while the crowd did kind of start to die down, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna scoot like a little bit closer, and I did. And at this point I was standing like a few, I want to say like maybe between like 6 and 12 feet away from him, so not that far, but there were still like too many people to really like approach and have a proper talk. And he also didn't look like he was very like in the mood for that, because, you know, there were a lot of people and I could kind of tell like, okay, he's not like in the mood for one-on-one fan interactions. But I was just nearby. I was kind of lingering. And at that moment, I noticed that who was also very nearby was his wife, Kristen, who, I'm gonna be so real, I'm not gonna say that everybody was ignoring Kristen. That sounds really rude. That wasn't the case. But I could definitely tell, like, I guess a lot of people, this is back in 2023, I don't know how much Kristen streamed back then. I don't know how prolific she was on Phil's channel. I don't know if everybody in attendance knew who she was. But she was just kind of, like, left alone, mostly. So she was just kind of standing off to the side and watching this go down and just kind of observing, I guess. Where are we going? Which room is it? Yeah, a little bit. Especially because I'm yapping so much. So Kristen was not as surrounded. So I was like, okay, so I'll just say hi to her. And I was like, hi, like, I really like watching you as well on the stream. Like, I like watching you on stream when you're on stream with Philza. And she was like, oh, thank you. And then she was like, she's the first CC who complimented me and it felt really nice. She was almost immediately, she was like, oh, I really like your Technoblade cosplay. I was like, yeah. Yes, thank God. And I had like a very brief conversation with her, and I guess I picked my timing really nicely because I guess Phil was sick of the being mocked thing, and he like made his way over to Kristen right as I was talking to her. So he also saw me, and we had like a very short like interaction where he was like, oh yeah, I like your cosplay. I was like, thanks. And they didn't have time to sign anything. I didn't want to keep them around this moment. I could also kind of tell like they were kind of done. So I was like, okay, thank you. But that felt really nice. And the day after, I went to the meet and greet that had Kristen and Philza and Scott, because they squeezed them together, all three of them. It was like one meet and greet. You couldn't just meet one of them. You had to go to the to the Philza, Kristen, Scott meet and greet. So the day after, I got to see all three of them in cosplay again, and they complimented the cosplay, and they signed my little badge. And that was very nice. The other content creator I met on the first day was Quackity, who was also free roaming in the afternoon. but with a few other content creators. I think Carl and Tina, I want to say, were there. But they had bodyguards with them. So, no, bodyguards, I mean, TwitchCon staff. Yes. During the meet and greet is when I made Filza and Tapple message in the red bin. I'll get to that. So Quackity was also free roaming with some Twitch staff. With some Twitch staff, and the Twitch staff was kind of making sure nobody was like really mocking them as much. But I loitered around and I managed to squeeze in, and I got Quackity's autograph, and he also complimented the free roaming. Yeah, that's what I call it. And Quackity also complimented the cosplay, which was really nice. And I got his autograph, and I got a selfie with Quackity. And the thing about Quackity's selfie, which I very vividly remember, is that he insisted on standing on a thing to be the same height as me. Because I was wearing platforms as part of my Technoblade cosplay. So I was a bit taller than him, and he like stood on a thing because he wanted to be the same height as me. And he was wearing sunglasses indoors. Which means I have that selfie, I probably showed it at some point. It's one of the funniest fucking pictures ever. Because he's just like wearing sunglasses inside for some reason and standing on a little stool. But honestly, good for him. And he was very nice. He was very nice about my cosplay. Then yeah, that was day one. And then day one was also when the panel was. I went to the panel, so I saw Ranbu, Tubbo, Tommy, the one we can't mention anymore, and I don't like, Phil, from afar, like during the panel. Free range and organic. I all saw them like from a distance at the panel, and they talked about the Dream SMP, and they showed clips, and they talked about Techno a lot because he had recently died, which was a really nice panel. And then on day 2 was when the meet and greets were. So that's when I went to the meet and greet with Filza, Kristen, and Scott. I got the autograph that I couldn't get the day before. I got a picture with them. And then I got Filza. I told Filza, like, hey, I run this Discord server for people who are really into the Dream SMP. Do you want to say something to them? I told the rats beforehand, I was like, I'm gonna go to Filza right now, because I was live blogging this entire thing to the Discord server, obviously. And I was like, I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go up to Filza right now. I'm gonna ask him to type something, so the next message is gonna be from Filza. And then I went up to him, I was like, hey, I know this is kind of a weird request, but I have this Discord server, they really like Minecraft content, and they like the Dream SMP, they like you. Do you want to type something to them? And he did. It's pinned in general chat, and it's hi mate. H8. HIM8. Because we were on a time schedule. We had to be on a time schedule. But if you go in general chat, the very first one, and you have to go to your pins, and you scroll pretty far down. And at one point, you will find a very ugly, to be fair, selfie of me with Kristen, Scott, and Filza. And right before that is the message that is hi mate. And right after that is the second message, which is Tapple. Because I went to Tapple, and he was also there for the meet and greet. And I was like, hey, I told him the same thing. And I told him, like, I have these guys, they're called rats. If you want to say something like, hi, rats. And he was like, I'm not calling them rats. That's so rude. Because, like, he was like, calling people rats is really, really mean. I was like, no, it's not that kind of rats. It's not like rats negative. It's rats / positive. Tapple is like, he was like a friend of Techno's, and he was played with him on, he played with him on, in the old days, like Hypixel days, Skyblock days, and trained him. He was one of his mentors, actually. That was really nice as well. And then the most famous interaction of the weekend, the one that I will never outrun. On day 2, while I was walking around, I was walking, I don't even know where I was going at the point, but I was walking somewhere. And like the entire weekend I've had people be like, I'm talking about my TwitchCon experience. Hi. So I was walking, and I don't know where I was walking. The entire weekend I'd had people like tap me on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, can I take a picture? I really like your cosplay. Can I take a picture?" And I got tapped on the shoulder, and was this guy, and this guy was like, "Hey, can I take a picture? I really, really love your cosplay. Can we have a selfie?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And we went in to take the selfie, and as he was talking to me, and as I looked at him, there was like this like thought that went through my brain where I was like, this guy looks familiar. This guy is like, I don't know why, but he looks familiar. And like several seconds into the interaction, when we had already taken the selfie, and he was like, "Yeah, I really love your stuff. It's really cool that you're cosplaying Technoblade." Like literally, at least I want to say 5 to 10 seconds into this interaction, it suddenly struck me where I recognized this man from. It's because this man was Fundy, the also famous Dream SMP streamer. I am 5 feet 3, or 163 centimeters. I just did not recognize him. It gets worse, Pastas. It gets worse. I did not recognize Fundy. I recognized him at the very end of the interaction. 163 centimeters. I recognized him like at the tail end of the interaction. I did recognize him, and I was like, "Oh god, I need to like say something about this, or he's." So I was very quick. I was like, "Oh, and I really like your content, Fundy." And at this point, he was already like being led away because he had a staff member with him as well. The staff member was looking at me very, very angry the entire time. But I realized afterwards it's because Fundy was signed on to do like an event, and the staff member was like leading him to the event. That's why he had the staff member with him. Because as they walked away, I also saw the staff member like keep away other people because nobody was supposed to talk to him or interact with him because he was supposed to be somewhere. Yeah, Fundy did stream with Facecam and posted videos. So like the staff member was with him because the staff member was supposed to bring Fundy somewhere, and he was supposed to be there, and they were already semi-late because I checked the time afterwards, and they were already like running like 5 minutes late. But Fundy stopped me, so I didn't stop him. That wasn't on me, but I could see the staff member was just like, "Dude, why? Why the fuck are you doing that?" And Fundy I was really quickly like, "Fundy, I really like your content," while he was already being led away. He was like, "Thanks." And he took a selfie with me, and I was like, okay. So I went on Twitter, and I like joking or semi-jokingly posted something like, "Oh my god, I just got stopped by Fundy." Like, not the other way around. It's not like I stopped him for a selfie. Like, I just got stopped by Fundy for him to compliment like my Technoblade outfit and take a selfie with me. And like, it was like a topsy-turvy, like the tables got turned, because this is like an event where everybody is like constantly stopping the content creators and being like, "Hey, can we take a selfie?" And I felt like everything had been flipped upside down. And what's even worse is that I didn't even have the selfie because he took it on his phone, and I was too flabbergasted to ask like if I could also take a selfie with him. So he had the photo. Had being the operative word. So I posted on Twitter. I was like, "Oh my god, I Fundy recognized me, and I didn't recognize him for like." Oh, I did, Pastas. We're getting there. You're getting ahead of the story, but I did. I posted on Twitter. I didn't recognize Fundy when he talked to me. That was really funny. And because a lot of people were live blogging Twitch, my post like blew up, and didn't go completely viral. I will give you the kek afterwards. My post didn't go completely viral, but it was definitely seen by a bunch of people. So it was like, people were like, "Oh my god, Fundy talked to you and you didn't recognize him? Oh my god, Shayza." I was like, "Yeah." But it got worse. Because what Fundy did in TwitchCon 2023, because it was like the first time for a lot of these streamers that they were meeting up because of the pandemic and stuff. Fundy made like a collage, and he made like one big picture that was like all these tiny small pictures of selfies he took at TwitchCon. And the caption was, "I went to TwitchCon and I met everybody." And all the pictures were like selfies he took with the other content creators, because he was being like, "Oh, I met all the other content creators at TwitchCon." All the famous people, like Philza, he had like a selfie with Tommy, a selfie with Philza, a selfie with Tubbo, a selfie with Ranboo, a selfie with Jack Manifold, like he had like this whole collage. And then in the bottom right corner, he put the selfie he took with me in my Technoblade cosplay as a little joke. To be like, oh, and I also met Technoblade. I have that post saved because it's the highlight of... It's the closest I ever got to fame. Oh, I'm not famous by far, but it's the closest I ever got to like a proper CC interaction and all. I'll send it to you later. So like that post got really got like, I want to say tens of thousands of interactions, obviously, because everybody was crazy about the Dream SCP back then. And like, it was really funny because there were like a fair share of the comments were like some variation of like, "Oh my god," like everybody was pointing out like their favorite pictures, like, "Oh my god, he met up with Tommy. Oh my god, I love the picture with so and so." And a fair few of the comments were also some variation of like, "Oh my god, like that's so cute. I'm bawling." Like, "Oh, he put Technoblade in. That's so sweet." Like, "Oh, you even got to meet Technoblade." It was actually kind of cute. And then, like, one of the higher up comments back then was somebody just being like, "Hey, isn't that the cosplayer who didn't recognize Fundy?" hey, isn't that the cosplayer who was posting about how they didn't recognize Fundy? And I had to comment on that and be like, "Yeah, that was me. It was." And now it sometimes gets brought up again. They're like, "Oh yeah, you didn't recognize Fundy." But Fundy saw that and he like liked that. So I knew that he, at that point, he was aware of who I was on Twitter, because like I didn't even give him my name. I didn't even give him my he was, which makes it even worse. I didn't even give him my name. I didn't give him my socials, obviously, why would I? But that meant that like I was like, I can't DM him and ask him for this selfie, because I'm just gonna be like this weirdo who's like in his DMs. He's never going to see that or respond. But because I saw that he had liked my reply where I was like, "Yeah, that I am that cosplayer who didn't recognize Fundy, LOL," or something. Like, on one hand, that made it worse, because I realized that now meant that Fundy knew that I didn't recognize him, because I hoped that I had been able to play it off, and I could have just taken it to the grave as far as Fundy is concerned. I was like, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't see me, like, hesitate. Maybe he did realize that I didn't recognize him. But he liked the comment, which means that he officially knew that I didn't recognize him. But the upside was that he liked the comments, so he knew that I was the cosplayer he took the selfie with. So that emboldened me to DM him. And it was just like one or two messages we exchanged. Like, I basically just like, I messaged him. I think like I sent him one message, he replied, and then I sent him another message, and it was done. Like, I messaged him something like, hey Fundy, sorry for bothering you, or like whatever. I'm that cosplayer you took the Technoblade selfie with. I don't have the picture. Would you mind DMing it to me? Thank you very much. Then he DM'd the picture to me, and he wrote something like, "Yeah, no problem. Really liked your cosplay." I probably have those DMs still too if I want to go look at them. If you want a screenshot later. I really no problem. And then I was just like, "Thanks, have a great day. Really love your content." Like, I think I gave him another no, not as proof. I mean, if you don't believe me, you don't believe me, I guess. But like, why would I lie about this? But you can have them as proof if you want. I think I was really awkward about complimenting him again. I was like, "Oh, and I really," in the message that I sent back after he sent me the picture, I was like, "And I really like your videos." Which was a little bit funny. Like, I needed to reestablish that. And he never responded to that, obviously. And we never talked again. Why would we? But like that was my most iconic Twitch interaction ever. Here we go, Fundy Life. Oh no, I was even more awkward about it. I made a joke about being in the same time zone. Hold on, can I stream this just for funsies? Let's see if this works. It does. Oh. Here we go. Here's my only famous my only right to fame that I have. Is that I message it was 2022. Why did I say 2023? Obviously it was 2022. My only cry to fame is that I messaged him and I wrote, "Hey, I'm Day," so I didn't even untypo that. I said, "Hey, I'm Day Techno cosplayer. You just walked into on TwitchCon. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I want to apologize." Oh, I did. Never mind. I forgot how cringe I was. But I want to apologize for not recognizing you for a solid 10 seconds. My glasses were fake. That's true. I was wearing fake glasses. But I love your content so much, and you made my day. Also, if you ever want to send me that selfie, I would love to have it for bragging rights. And then he sent me the selfie, and he said, "Absolutely, I respect the cosplay a lot. Use for whatever bragging rights you want." Smiley face, which was very kind of him. But look at this fucking cringe selfie. I love it. And I hearted that, and I wrote, "Thank you again. Also, we're in the same time zone, and I see you sending this at 1:40 a.m. Iconic. Because we are in the same time zone, but Fundy is originally from the Netherlands, and I'm from Belgium, obviously. And he responded to this at like 1:40 a.m. his time, our time. So... This is my entire claim to fame right here. Right here is my entire claim to fame. Yeah. He does look extremely generic. What's the thing I was gonna tell you? Okay. Now we're finally back on track. Two things. First of all, what fucking... Bookboy, are you still around, or did you like stop listening? It's fair if you did, but can you at least tell me what room I need to be in? Because I still don't know. Please help. Please help find Flower. The room in the bottom right. But I was in the room in the bottom right. No, I was down there, wasn't I? I thought I went down there and I didn't see anything, but maybe I saw it. Oh yeah, so what's the thing? Okay, so the thing has to do with TwitchCon. That's why we've had an entire... That's why we had an entire, Is this not the room you mean? You say the room on top of the corridor. You mean this room, yes? Keep moving. But when I went down here, you said it's too much to the right. Oh, there's something here, though. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, so the thing has to do with TwitchCon. That's why I started the entire yap. TwitchCon Rotterdam happens again. 30 May, 31 May. every content creator, including myself, got like a message, and the message was like, "Hey, if you want to like do something at TwitchCon, anything at all, yeah, like let us know." I was like, okay, I was just looking at the form, and it's like Artist Alley, um, the drag showcase. I'm like, I'm not in the Artist Alley. I can't draw. I'm not gonna sell anything in the Artist Alley. I'm not going to go in drag at the drag contest, though I will go look at it, because yeah, there's always a drag showcase at TwitchCon. We went to the drag showcase last year and it was peak. Me and Boy and Bug Boy's wife at the drag showcase. It was really cool. They have like streamers who stream in drag, and they come and do a live drag show. Really nice, really nice. It was peak. They had really good performances last year. So you can sign up for the drag showcase. It would be very funny because Tommy just did drag like for the thing last time, and his drag was really good. So it would be really funny if he was in the. But anyways, you can sign up to be in as a drag queen in the drag showcase. You can sign up for the Artist Alley. You can sign up for the like DJ booth or the music stage. So they have two different stages: one for DJs, one for normal music acts. You can sign up for those. And then you could sign up for what they call the community panels or interactive workshops. So if you want to give a community panel at TwitchCon, or you want to do an interactive workshop at TwitchCon, literally all you have to do is be like, hey, okay, TwitchCon, hi, I'm a streamer. Or you don't even technically have to be a streamer, but they offer it to streamers. They're like, hey, I want to do an interactive workshop. This is like what the title is going to be, and then they have like this entire form you fill out, like this is what we're gonna do during the workshop, this is why it, and then they have like their 4 pillars, like the things that TwitchCon wants to promote, which are like community, culture, gaming, those kind of things, and you can like kind of explain why your ID fits. Like you can't be like, I mean you can technically, but if you are like, I want to do a panel at TwitchCon about nuclear physics, just to name a random subject, they're probably not gonna like accept it. It has to be like something that's on brand or on team or whatever. But you can just be like, okay, so this is my idea for a community panel or like a workshop I want to do. This is why I think it ties into TwitchCon. These are like some explanations, and then there's like some things you can submit as like not really proof, but like visual inspiration, and then you just send that. And if you get picked to do a panel at TwitchCon, you get free tickets. You get free tickets to come to TwitchCon. You have to pay for your own accommodation, you have to pay for your own food and hotel and all that stuff, but you get your tickets for free. So I was like, TwitchCon is kind of expensive. And this is, by the way, this is a joke. I'm not being 100% serious, before you ask. I don't think I am famous enough to do a panel at TwitchCon. I was semi-jokingly thinking about like an interactive workshop. I've been working a lot on like DMing. I know they also have TwitchCons. They also have I know they also have, what's it called, panels and community workshops about like D&D and related nerdy the Pokeboy has to be. Well, there is technically, you could sign up and be like, I want to do a panel about like SMPs and like how to create them and that kind of thing. I was thinking interactive workshops. So I've been doing a lot of like tabletop RPG related stuff, and I usually do it like in a DM capacity, like being the DM. So I was like, you know what would be interesting to like do like an interactive workshop on like how to set up your campaign and all that kind of stuff. So technically I was like, what if you, and you can, if you do that, you can submit with like up to 3 people. I can like put Bug Boy down as my helper for the panel, and they would also get free tickets. But then he would have to help me out during the panel. But so the upside, we would get free tickets to TwitchCon. The downside, we would have to also actually do a panel. But I think it would be very interesting, because to do like a panel about like the DMing an interactive workshop about like DMing, because last time there was like, I think there was a workshop on tabletop RPGs, but from the point of view as a player. So honestly, it's not even completely out of the question that they do accept that as a panel ID. I just don't think I have a very high chance. Yo! Yo! Look at Benjamin single-handedly carrying the gift subs. Thank you, Len. But yeah, I don't think we have until January 28th. So I'm kind of low-key actually considering at least sending in an application and being like, "Hey, TwitchCon, I have an idea for like a interactive workshop. I want to talk about this." Like, worst case scenario, they say no. Best case scenario, they say yes, and I get free tickets. But then I do also have to come up with a proper panel to run. interactive. I would do the interactive workshops because those are usually smaller and not as intense. But I would be interested. Yeah, exactly. Like, you never know. Okay, let's actually play this game some more. This is the Grey Mourner. She's a lesbian. This world, this cruel, sinful world. Why does she wake? Why does she persist? Ah, Lemaire, you could not know of tragedy as complete as Chase. Chase? This girl's inventing pronouns. True lovers stripped apart, two worlds that could not meet. And now... Milad lover? Dead so long in time, dead so far away, buried I amongst its hateful kin that did deny our union, that did reject Shay's outsideness. So this is remember how when we went to the manatee? The manatee, is that the word? Mantis? The mantis tribe? How I told you, like, yeah, honestly, Len, that would also be a very interesting topic for a panel, and I would love to go to a panel like that. I also think TwitchCon would not take it because I think it's within the realm of fandom, but I think it's just a tad too far outside of it to be accepted at TwitchCon. I genuinely think that a panel about like being a DM would still work at TwitchCon, especially if you kind of try and frame it as like, okay, so then you can stream your campaign. The DM could be a streamer. The DM could like stream the campaign. Yeah, manatees are something completely different. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Remember how we went to the Mantis tribe and I was like, they have this the lesbian Mantis who died. This is the lesbian Mantis's girlfriend, and she's sad because the Mantis died and got buried, like she says, amongst its hateful kin that did deny our union, that did reject She's outsideness. So she died and she got buried at the Mantis tribe among her homophobic family. And that's really sad. And that's why we're gonna bring her a little flower. She doesn't suppose... Could she ask? Could she burden? Couldn't you deliver a gift to her grave? The gift is maybe small, but the track is long. She rests among her kind near our queen's lush refuge. Would such a thing be done? She asks perhaps impossible things, mad things. I'm not trying to read this in the way she's pronouncing it, because it's hard. For Lemire to take up such quest would be a kindness she has near forgotten. So now she is giving us this flower. Where boon ye grant, it will be she's last request. After this, never shall she lay burden on another. A sacred flower is the offering. It is a rare, delicate object, one of a kind. You must cherish it, must act as though it were your own heart. If you were to get hurt while carrying it, or did to attempt ride those jolting transit beasts, it would forever be destroyed. So if we get hit even once, we need to start all the way over and come get a new flower and start all the way over. Because being hit even once destroys the flower. Riding the stagways or the tram or whatever also destroys the flower, so you have to go by foot. Yeah, no hit run and you have to go by foot. Her grave lies in the middle of the queen's overgrown estate. It is surrounded by her kind who will not look kindly on your trespass. Take care, my hopes I place upon you, and my fervent wish that this small solace may come to pass. And we need to go... So we are up here. Well, let me show this. We are up here in resting grounds. Right? Yes, thank you for reminding me. We are up here in resting grounds. We need to bring this to the lesbian grave, which is all the way down here in Queen's Garden. Meaning we have to basically cross the entire map without being hit. How do we put down the Dream Gate again? How do I do that? Remind me. Yeah, it is quite sad, actually. Also, she has, like, is this a nail? Does she have, like, a big-ass sword? Safe dining on your journey. My heart is flutter to feel such kindness from so tiny a creature. Is this, like, a nail? Does she have a big-ass sword? That's really cool of her. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to look at your sword. How do I put down a dream nail? Dream gate? Delicate flower, given to you by the Grey Mourner in the resting grounds. She has asked you to place it at the grave of her Mantis lover in the Queen's Garden. The flower is very fragile and will be destroyed if you take damage or ride stackways. Use the Dream Nail ability by holding the down button, the Dream Nail button simultaneously. Apparently, okay. Oh. Okay, cool. Okay. We should probably check out a route. Before I start running like an idiot, I should probably route check this. So what's easiest? What's least dangerous? Straight across? Probably not. Crystal Peak? Durfmouth? Can you go through the King's Pass? Is that the least dangerous? So I don't think Crystal Peak is that safe. Golden Crossroad is terrible now because everything explodes. Okay. Long and safe, or short and more dangerous. Oh, it's in the dock. Okay, let me do a little bit of cheating here. And with cheating, I mean, okay, flower quest. Okay, here we go. Bring a flower from the Grey Mourner to the grave in the Queen's Garden. Optional, bring a flower to Elderbook. Optional, bring a flower to Oro. Super optional, White Lady and Eternal Emilia give unique dialogue when holding the flower, but do not accept it. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go to them. Let's see. Putting a Dream Gate next to the Grey Mourner will save a lot of time if you need to return to ask for a new flower. The easiest but most time-consuming method to deliver the flowers is to pick a route from the grave to the Grey Mourner and kill everything along the way without using a bench. If the flower is accepted after that, then there are only the enemies left along the route which respawn when exiting a room. Being oversharpened may be beneficial as the flower is destroyed in one hit regardless. Oh, sorry. 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 Okay. Sorry. That noise is quite disgusting. Okay, so what is this path? Oh, this path actually is about more or less what I thought would be the ideal way. Which is straight ahead and then okay. Jesus Christ, Len. Okay. Let's see if we can... You know what? Let's see if we can bring it to Elderbook, just for funsies. I'm assuming that being hit by, like, environmental damage is also going gonna lose you the flower. Oh, hey, she's in here. Go back. Hey, what was Godtamer in here? Why did she go? Oh, there she is. Veteran warrior of the Colosseum of Fools fights by the side of creatures she has trained. Some hunters train beasts to join them and chasing down prey. I tried it once, but couldn't resist the urge to test my companion's strength against mine. Damn. Rose said kill your pets. Any damage, including environmental. Okay, this is gonna be hard, guys. Wait, I can't even go up from here. Bruh. It's worth it for the lesbians, that's true. But is it worth it for my sanity? I can't even... Can I take this? Or does this also count as breaking the flower? This counts as a mode of transportation, right? Damn. Was worth a shot. Okay. Be very careful now. Blue Lake, Blue Lake. Oh, what was that noise? Wait, why is there like a heart beating up there? I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. I don't have time for this. I have a flower to deliver. Oh god. Crossroads, right. Subra. I'm regretting all my life choices right now. Oh, everything explodes here. Oh god, and the explosions count as damage. Of course they do. Of course they fucking do. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they count as damage? Ooh, I'm so scared now. Thing explodes. No, not the Aspets. Not no, no, no. Not those guys. Not those guys. Anything but those guys. Leave me alone. Oh, but I need to be up there. No! No, leave me alone. No, 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 no. Don't you dare spit at me. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. This is scary, man. Okay. So far, so good. Get away, get away, get away, get away. He's gonna explode. Yeah, okay, there we go. No, I hate the explodey guys. Because they're really hard. I'm really bad at killing them. Okay. Okay. Now, I can try and get to Elderbook through here, I think. If I do want to try and deliver it to Elderbook. But that does require getting past whatever the fuck this is. And this is not easy. Fuck! Okay. I can clear the room out. Oh. That's true, I can just not sit on a bench. How do I use the dream gate to get back? Okay, thank you. I'm pressing the wrong button. Does this imply that the Grey Mourner just has an infinite supply of these flowers lying around? Oh, wow, she's sacred, precious, one of its kind flower, ruined. She's love, denied her final gift. Such suffering for Shay, such misery. She thought she could bear no more. I suppose she does have one more flower, though. But, Lemur, this one is equally sacred and equally fragile. Worst one to accept such quest, it must become no precious heart would such a thing be again be tried. She only has one. Then this new sacred, one of its kind flower, so she shall give to you. As she warned before, it does become precious as one's heart while held. Yeah, okay, got it. That's very funny, actually. She's like, okay, this time, that's the only one I have, though. This time for realsies. This time I'm not lying. Last time I was kind of lying. This time I'm not lying. This time for realsies. EPDP? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for like 20 minutes more. 15-20 minutes more. Yeah, it's right, Coral died. Okay. Oh, I went through the top last time, so let's do that again, because the enemies should be dead here. Yes. Everything explodes in here. This is where things get kind of freaky. This guy respawned. How dare he? Okay. This bit again. Okay. This guy also respawned. Okay, easy enough. That guy also respawned. But do I have to go through here? No, I don't. Why would I Oh, never mind. Never mind. No, 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 no! Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. If you ever hear me play a video game and you think there's genuine panic in my voice, just know you're wrong. Just know you're lying. Oh, there's no sub goal. Oh god. No, 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 no. Okay, no, that's okay. So there's no sub goal right now because I don't want to put in a new sub goal when I still have to redeem. Technically, I still have to redeem 2 sub goals. There's Celeste. Wait, destroyed again. Another rare and precious thing reduced to wilted stem. She does have spare, but Lemur must know a precious, sacred, fragile flower it is. She did not want to part with it, but for Millet love, she would give all. She's really gonna start getting tired of my shit. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so technically I still have 2 sub goals to fulfill. One being Celeste, but Celeste is kind of like I want to do it. Like it's gonna take more than one stream to do that. I want to do Celeste either. I haven't decided yet actually. I will either do Celeste between Hollow Knight and Silksong, which means we'll get to it very, very soon. Or I might do Celeste, not really like after Silksong, but maybe like concurrent? Is that a word? Like I'll start Silksong and then I'll do Celeste at like more or less the same time. Like once I'm decently into Silksong, I might also start doing Celeste. Celeste, from what I saw, should only be like 6 to 10 hours. So unless I'm gravely mistaken or I really suck at the game, like it shouldn't be the end of the world to do it in between Hollow Knight and Silksong, or to even do it as like a side game. The other subscription goal that we reached was for a React stream, and my plan is to do that next Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday. Yeah, like to have a break from Silksong, that's what I was considering. Not this Saturday, next Saturday we'll do we'll finally get around to doing the reaction stream. Oh god. Don't remind me of that. After I've done the reaction stream, which is next week Saturday, I'll put a new sub goal up. I haven't fully decided what the new sub goal is going to be, but I did jokingly oh no, not that wrong hole. I did jokingly consider putting as a sub goal, as a bigger sub goal, that if we reach a specific amount of followers or subscribers, I'm not sure yet, that I will play Hytale while in my techno cosplay. I have a webcam. I'll set up my webcam. I'll put on my techno cosplay for you guys, fully loaded. Oh god. And then I'll play Hytale in my techno cosplay with the webcam, with the face cam. I think that would be very funny, but I think I would want to make that a goal for like a slightly harder thing to reach. Okay. Subscriber goals are like not that hard to reach. Dream SMP, obviously. Subscriber goals are not that hard to reach because the way they work is like you can make it count for the total amount of subscribers you have, but the amount of subscribers I have fluctuates widely because it's more about because there's more gift subs. Or like doing a Minecraft speedrun in a technical way would be very funny as well. So the way the subscriber goal works is basically what they call like subscriber points. Subscriber points mean like gift points count and also resubscribes count. So like say I put a subscriber goal in for 20 subs. Bookboy is subscribed to me. So at the start of the month, he adds one sub to that tally. So then I have 1 out of 20. And then the next month he is resubscribes to me and then it becomes 2. So then he has 2 out of it becomes 2 out of 20 because it doesn't like the way the sub goals are set up or the way I set them up, it's not like you need to have X amount of subscribers at the same time and they all have to be different people. It just counts for total total amount of subscriptions over a period of time. Mom came to talk to me real quick. Wither Techno isn't finished yet, but who knows? So yeah, the way the sub goals are set up, like it's just like the total amount of times a person, anybody subscribes, even if it's no, not you again, not you again. Please just leave me alone. Please just leave me alone. No, please just leave me alone. Please, why are you up there? Leave me the fuck alone. I should have cleared the entire room. Why didn't I clear the entire room? Okay, he's down here now. That's a you problem. Okay. Okay. So the sub goals are relatively easy to hit. So I would have to either, if I want to make this a bit of a trickier goal, I would have to either make it very, very high and be like, oh, this is like a 100 sub goal or like even a 500 sub goal. Maybe 100 is a bit more realistic. Or I could make it like a follower goal or something. But I'll see. Okay, I brought you something, sir. What's that you have there? Ah, what a beautiful flower. I'd never have guessed by looking, but you have surprisingly good taste in flora. Why are you carrying around such an exquisite bloom? Wait, you didn't... Ah, this flower is it a gift for me? Are you really giving me something so precious? Yes, take it. Aww. I can really have it? My, I barely know what to say except thank you. I'd resign myself to selflessly giving out advice to passerby without receiving any gratitude in return. Little did I know, one young bug was taking my words to heart and would repay my kindness, and with such a beautiful gift. Ah, suddenly the world seems a little less faded. Thank you, my friend. I will take care of this flower while you're gone so we can enjoy it together when you return. That's really cute. Though also a little bit fucked up when you think about it. The lesbian lady is like, here's your one-of-a-kind flower that I want you to bring to my lover, that I spend a lot of time and effort on. Aw, poor Elderbug. Whisper as September journey to Jill's gate again. He doesn't even say anything about the fact that I gave it away this time. But yeah, I'm still thinking. And if I do make it a subscriber goal that's like a little bit higher, then I'll think of like smaller subscriber goals maybe to have in the meantime. We'll see. Okay. This is going to suck a lot, isn't it? This is going to suck a ton, I can just tell. Meow. My does my VTuber move when I meow? Probably not. Meow. No, it doesn't. The problem is I can change the mic setting, but then it's going to be too sensitive, and my VTuber is going to like react with every little. No, why would I do that? Don't do that. My VTuber model is going to. Haha, I'm not falling for that. It's going to react every single time I like breathe in. So I have it on a bit of a lower sensitivity setting right now. Meow. Meow. Oh god. No, please. Not this again. Meow. 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 Bug boy, that's so creepy out of context. Actually, even in context, that's a creepy thing to say. Meow. You heard what the man said. Meow like your life depends on it. I didn't say the meows are weird. I think saying you heard what I said in an alpha voice is weird. It's serving like YN and her CEO or whatever that meme on TikTok is. It was alpha voice in spirit. It felt alpha voice. Okay. Hold on, let me check the map. Bro, your picture in the map is so small, I literally cannot see what's happening. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Straight ahead, down, all the way to the bottom. Okay. We want slop. We want slop. That's not true. I meowed. I meowed enough times. Also, that would be we want meow. We want meow. I could swear I meowed enough times, but you know what? I'll trust Missy for this. Meow. 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 What do you mean make them we want slop a red book ward? Like, I'll go we want slop. I'll do that for free. If somebody types it into the chat, I will just do that for free. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Don't throw your creepy little kids at me. I don't want them. Okay. How do I get down there, though? Oh, it's down here. We want slap! We want slap! It's Miss Universe, right? Something like that. Not Fog Canyon. Oh god, I forgot about Fog Canyon. Oh, this is gonna suck, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the map again. Down, and then straight ahead. Okay. That's down, straight ahead. Oh. Yeah, but it's the area where everything is trying to kill me constantly. I feel like I get hurt in this area a lot. There, like right there, I almost died. Oh my god, Miss Universe, my favorite streamer. Can I hurt these guys or will they blow up? I forgot. I took a calculated risk. Yeah, the small ones. That's how I remembered it. Okay. Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead. Okay, now we need to go without being hit by these guys. Go down here. Okay. Okay. Now this is where it gets tricky, because I think there's Mantis down here. And that's like the last thing you want right now. Is Mantis. Map check. That map really is like doing everything for me. Where's my map? Where's my map? So it's straight ahead and then up and over? Because they're homophobic. Oh, it's that little room up there. Okay. I thought we established they were homophobic Mantis. We don't hate the normal Mantis. The normal Mantis are fine. It's the homophobic ones we're scared of. Oh god, platforming. Okay, so far so good. There they are. Oh, those motherfuckers. Oh, don't. Okay. Oh, we need to go down. We're actually almost there. And that makes me terrified. Is it in here? Did we make it already? Oh! Are you for... Platforming, really. Oh my fuck... Let me try and get through this, just to like see how it works. This is rage bait for real. Here it is. I was so close. Here it is. Here sleeps the traitor's child. Oh my god. Yeah. Honestly, not to brag, but this entire quest is way easier than I thought it would be. Just that last bit is like really mean. Girl, I know you were just growing those things in your basement. Don't be acting precious with me, okay? She's really gonna lament her one-of-a-kind fragile flower. Can you pick up even more flowers after you've given one to... Oh, not down here. Here we go. After you've given one to the grave, can you go and pick up even more flowers? Because that would be very, very funny. That's funny. Like, I don't even need these anymore. I just want them now. Just for funsies. Come on, guys. I need to do this flower quest so I can tuck in. I'm all tuckered out. I need to go tuck in. To bed. Apparently, it's my mom just. The reason I was muted for a short bit is because my mom came by to tell me that it snowed really badly. And we were planning to go to IKEA tomorrow, but she's like, I don't know if we can go to IKEA tomorrow because it snowed really hard. But here's the thing. That means that instead of going to IKEA, what I could possibly do is put on my Technoblade cosplay, the Antarctic Empire one that I haven't gotten photographs of yet, and get some photographs of me in cosplay. In the snow. Of me in the Antarctic Empire cosplay I made. It would be very fun. I did the same thing back when I made my Dream SMP one. One day when it snowed really badly, I went out and in my cosplay and we took a bunch of pictures, and those are still some of my favorite like cosplay pictures I ever took. And like it's fitting, right? Because you know, Antarctic Empire and all. But we'll see. Either tomorrow or on Sunday. But we'll see if I'll fill up for it, because I've been low-key hibernating lately. I've been really EP all the time, basically. Oh, it's up. I've been really EP all the time lately. And just like, also just kind of like low on spoons. With which I mean like... not even physically EP, as in I need to go lie in bed. But more just like, I don't want to do... Ugh, I almost killed myself there for no reason. I don't want to do anything. Like, I want to watch YouTube. I want to lie in bed. I want to sit on my chair. Maybe play a game like I'm doing right now. But I don't feel like doing stuff. In my defense, I cleaned my entire room last weekend, which was already very good of me. It's like, okay, new year, new me. I'm gonna clean my entire room. And I did. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about the shit. We don't talk about it. If it's half past midnight and I still haven't delivered this flower, then I'm going to bed without delivering it. But I really want to deliver it. Ooh, birthday gift for your dad and your sister. Is there birthdays close together? I mean, I'm assuming so, obviously. But do you know what you're gonna get them? Oh, I guess not, because you're asking for advice. A Labubu and a tie. There, fixed. And then you give the tie to the 20-year-old girl and the Labubu to the guy. Or just get 2 Labubus. Do they have any hobbies? You could get them a subscription to Shay Shayza on Twitch. Hey, happy birthday. I got you a subscriber to my favorite streamer. I don't know why. That's not even that funny. I don't know why I'm cracking up at that. Okay. Like down here. Pa, 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 pa. Oh, rip. IOU. It's like when you're like, you can ask me for a favor at some later date. Just a commitment to do them a favor at in the future, basically. Okay. Okay, we're back at the jellyfish place. Ooh, I almost immediately died. Oh god. You know what some people get for like special occasions for their loved ones here? It's like a scratch-off ticket of the lottery. Which I'm assuming, actually, now that I said it out loud, I realize how stupid of a suggestion that is, because I'm assuming you're actually not legally allowed to buy those. But that seems to be like a popular, like very simple, semi-cheap gift that you can give people. Just be kind of like, okay. And if they win something, then you can guilt trip them, like, into taking you out to dinner or whatever. I know there were, like, these people who bought, like, they were, like, had a friend who was getting married, and they bought the married couple, like, a bunch of scratch-off lottery tickets as, like, a gift for their wedding. And they won a shit ton of money. And it was like a whole thing where they were like, damn, we should have just, like, the way it went down was like, the way it was like, they bought like a few scratch-off tickets as a gift for the couple that was getting married, and then they bought one scratch-off ticket for themselves. And then they gave the tickets, and then the couple won, like, big, like millions of dollars big, on the ticket that the guy gave them. While he didn't win anything on the one he kept for himself. It was just, like, kind of funny. Okay. Are you for... I can't make this shit up. I just can't make this shit up. I'm not even doing this on purpose. You just can't make this shit up. You can't even do this for comedic effect. There's nobody with half a brain who is doing this for comedic effect. Just 100% genuine stupidity. Just give me the flower. Okay. Don't whine to me. Grey mourner, more like grey whiner, am I right? At least these don't count for the death counter, you know? I haven't died. I haven't died a single time. Don't even need the map anymore, I'm just scooting. That's a tip people sometimes do. They're like, throughout the year, keep like a list of anything they mention. And then, like, by the time their birthday rolls around, if they haven't bought it themselves, you can buy it for them. Oh, or make them make a list. Yeah, actually, that's actually not a bad point. Maybe you don't have that type of relationship with them, or they're the type of people who don't want to make a list, but you could always just ask them what they want, no? Just be like, hey, I want to buy you a birthday gift. Okay, I realize that, but are you like pastas with all the love in the world, but like, are you physically able to talk to them?